Hey everyone, I am here recording for day 7 of trying out the vegan keto diet. What many have said is very restrictive. As every day I do more and more research via blogs, via podcasts, YouTube videos, and just kind of seeing what everyone's up to, whether they're just keto or vegan keto. So many people have switched over from vegan to keto. It's so interesting, and I actually know how to say a little bit more without reading what's actually going on in my body. Um, Going into ketosis is pretty much my body using up the carbs um, as energy, and then it's got to find more energy. It wants to use the carbs that I'm eating, but since I'm not eating them, it's like got to find more. So what it does is your fat is burned, and then what happens is ketones are formed, and your body uses ketones as your source of energy. So I'm on day 7 of this high-fat, low-carb, mid-protein diet as a vegan and raw. So it's absolutely ridiculous. Everyone says vegan keto is already really restrictive. Well, imagine being in the middle of nowhere in Australia and also not having a place to cook. So it's just kind of ridiculous. I think the reason I'm doing it is because I like the challenge, and plus I have a lot of time. It's been really interesting. I'm sure my new roommate traveler ladies are sick of kind of hearing about it because they just eat all of the shit that this kitchen churns out, which is Chicken Parmis, which is like a main dish in Australia, or steaks, or just everything. And sometimes I have them stir fry me up some vegetables, but I don't know about the oil. I don't know, so mostly I just make my own food without a oven. So it's been really interesting, and I'm going to go through it really quickly. The first week is supposed to be like a keto flu, where you feel like you have all of these flu symptoms. The first day I felt great. The food is actually really good and really satisfying, really nourishing. It is high-fat food, so avocados, oils, nuts, that kind of thing. I mix a little bit of vegetables with it. You won't believe you can't eat fruit. So, obviously I believe in a balanced diet, but this is just to get back into a health thing. So, some spinach, a lot of coconut milk. That's like a big staple, and I always toss it up. So I always have a seed pudding, chia, flax, hemp, mixed with coconut milk and almond milk, and then let that soak up so it forms a bit gelatinous. Sometimes I'm trying to ease myself into stevia. I'm really not into the taste, but I think like everything is habitual, so I think I can learn to like it. And if I could learn to like stevia, oh my gosh, that would solve so many problems. So I'm sprinkling a little bit of stevia into all of these things. I've got the Blessed salted caramel protein powder, which has a lot of stevia in it. I like the flavor of it, but I can only put a dash in, or else everything just tastes like chemicals. It's so gross. So first day I felt great eating that seed pudding with some chopped fruit, fresh fruit, as a bit of a sweetener. Not just berries. You're only allowed a small amount of berries, so strawberries, or I've got some frozen berries here. And then for lunch I normally have a mashup of either tempeh or tofu, which an avocado and a few different vegetables, all covered in tahini. Fortunately, I thought I was crazy for buying a suitcase and bringing up a whole bunch of food with me, flying to Purdue from Perth, but it proved to be really good. A lot of nuts, a lot of seeds, some oils, 10 avocados, just a lot of tempeh and tofu. So I've been eating all of that, and like sambal oleg, spice things up a bit, some nuts, So, and then obviously the bulletproof coffee, which has kind of grown on me. It's not like amazing like my old mocha I used to have every day, but it's not bad like the first day, which was utterly disgusting. And also I asked my boss if I could borrow her blender, so now I blend it up and it's all frothy and delicious. So all week I would say the food has been quite satisfying, and I'm keeping it to about 25 to 40 on the high end amount of carbs a day. Which is pretty low, but my fat is really high. The only time I experienced what I thought was an extremer version of the keto flu was Wednesday morning. I started it, so like almost a week into it. The morning I was nauseous, I was shaky, I was just headachy. Everything was really bad, and I was like, "Oh, it's hit me! Wow!" Which normally things don't hit me. I'm pretty so. So that sucked, but then I had a nap and I woke up and I was fine, and that was kind of it. The big thing I felt all week is fatigue. So I know that that's a common side effect, but I've been feeling tired, headachy before I started the keto diet, so who knows what it has to do with. And I did get some news this week. So last week I did some blood tests when I was in Perth because I was getting mild headaches every day. I thought maybe it was just the extreme sun, she did call back and say that your iron is supposed to be between 30 and 200, and I'm at 18, so very low. So I went right out to the store and got some iron supplements. But what really sucks about that is now that I'm keeping track of my food, I actually see my iron levels, and they are hitting past the mark every day. So I'm not sure why my iron would be low. But when I get back to Canada, I'm going to look a bit more into it. It's cheaper there, as to see if there's anything else going on, because I'm not sure why my iron would be low. I know for vegetarians you're supposed to watch it, but I eat a pretty balanced diet, so we'll see. Other than that, it's been really great. I've been working out.
Hey guys, I'm just showing you my new gym.
But the fatigue has really sucked. So I am, I'm hoping that's going to go away. On Friday, I couldn't wait, and I peed on the stick to test whether I was in ketosis, and I am the second color from the darkest that it can get, which means I am in ketosis. Now, I kind of think that I am probably maybe got myself out of it last night because I had some candy and some kiwi. And what happens when you do that is your body starts using that as energy, and then you get knocked out of ketosis, and to get back into it, you have to go through the keto flu again. So the flu wasn't that bad for me, other than the stupid fatigue. The problem is, though, everybody says they feel kind of euphoric when they're in ketosis. They've got great everything. And I haven't felt that, and I don't know if it's a mixture of starting a new job and working long hours, the sun, not enough water, just the iron thing. There's so many different facets, so that is just kind of my journey. But it was really exciting to see that pea stick. I yelled it all to my roommates. However, they kind of don't care. Because nobody has as many eating issues as I do. And like, we get free food here, and I raid the fridge for their vegetables and stuff, but I still have to go buy expensive spinach and strawberries and coconut yogurt and coconut milk. But so it's been really interesting. It's super easy because I don't have a social life here. Now I've started to get to know the guys who are coming in every day, and they always want to drink beer. So I would say that beer is kind of one thing I miss. However, I don't need it. I've been hanging out without drinking. There is a low-carb beer here called Pure Blonde. It's really low carb, actually, so I reckon every once in a while, if I want, I can have one of those, but I'm going to wait a little bit. And the other thing that sucks is there is french fries and potatoes everywhere, and no one is finishing them, and I could just down all of that in an instant if I wasn't on this. So it's probably for the better, but at the same time, oh, those poor potatoes getting thrown away, so sad. Yeah, so I'm going to stick with it. I'm just over a week into it, and for all of you interested, shoot me a message down below or a comment, and but I don't know anything that I'm doing. I'm just finding it out as I'm going, so yeah, it's fine. Okay, bye guys.